I'd locked you out. So, what have we done here? You blacked his eye?
Yeah, his mate
dear.
run into him.
Oh, lordy. That looks a mess. You've got to tell people he won the fight, though.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Alright.
Splendid, splendid. Good stuff. What we've done is, you know, you've got like all manner of different books and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
We've made it into one book.
Right.
I know it's a bit big, you can't really exactly pop it in your handbag, but since I'm picking you up from home, it's not so bad. So everything that's in both of those
Is in there.
is in here.
Right, yeah.
So that might make life easier for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So how are we feeling today?
Alright.
Good, good, good.
Bit tired, but...
Yeah? What have we been up to? Partying
Work.
hard again?
No, just work.
Alright. Well, at least it's the end of the week now, isn't it?
Yeah. My dad and my little brother.
Alright. Yeah, that's always awkward, isn't it? When you're just like, stop looking at me.
Yeah, all family.
So, can you remember what we said we were going to do today?
Junctions.
Oh, you've done the
Yeah,
splendid.
yeah.
Sorry, let's have a little look. So we got how to achieve doing crossroads, how to position the car when turning a corner.
Yeah.
Good. We're going to get into all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Following on from last week. Oh, I see. So you like to do your stopping better.
Yeah.
As you start a bit fast and feel better about my starting. So, well, as part of the crossroads lesson, I mean, we're probably going to stop and start quite a bit.
Yeah.
So we get the practice of doing that. Or if you'd rather, we can do a little session just on stopping and starting first, and nail that down, and then move on to crossroads. Which would you prefer to do? Do you think?
Both. Any really, whichever's easiest to get me into it.
Okay.
It's me stopping because during when I stop, I press it and then you jerk, don't we?
A little bit. I
Yeah.
don't think it's as bad as you think it is. You know. But that's fine. I mean, the most important thing is that we fix it,
Yeah.
and we get rid of that worry in your mind. Because I mean, the one thing that we don't want you doing is worrying about things.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might be useful at this point just to have a little bit of a reflect on what we've done so far and make sure that you're happy with everything. I mean, is there anything else other than the stopping and starting bit that you're particularly worried about?
No.
It's just that.
Just
Good.
like your nerves, basically, aren't they?
Well, I mean, it's
Come
natural.
to it, yeah.
It's natural that you're going to feel a little bit nervous, but that's why we always start in quiet areas, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what happened when we did our junctions lesson was that it started quiet, but then it got busy, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody coming home from work. But of course, you know now that you're completely safe, and it doesn't matter what happens, I can be on the controls of it.
Yeah.
We're never going to come to any harm.
No.
Well, at least I hope we're not. So, you like to do a little bit on stopping and starting and get that nailed down. That's fine. We can do that. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But looking at crossroads, which is what we've got down as today's lesson, what do you think we need to do for crossroads? What do you think what's different to what we've done already?
I don't know.
That's a little. So if we look at, that's a T-junction. We've done those,
Yeah,
haven't we?
yeah.
And that's a crossroads. So what's different there, do you think?
There's another road.
That's
ahead.
just that other road
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
And of course, this time we've done that where we've come along the road and turned off, in the left and right.
Yeah.
But doing it at a crossroads, can you see what's? Oh, if I had the right page, wouldn't it? If you're turning left or right coming down there, can you see what the difference is?
Yeah. Other side of road.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's the extra road again. So there's another person to take into account. So there's more people to look out for. But we'll look at that when we get into it a little bit more detail. So, what sort of crossroads do you think we're looking for to practice on, or what would you rather practice on?
Quiet ones.
Quiet ones. So there's as little traffic as we can possibly manage.
Yeah.
Can you think of a place where we might be able to do that?
And it round.
Well, that's a T-junction, that one, though, isn't it?
Oh, Crossroads.
So
yeah,
where we do
sorry.
crossroads, I don't know. I'll make that clearer.
I'm not sure where one of them is actually.
Okay, well, I mean, I've got an area in mind, but it means we're probably going to have to drive 5 or 10 minutes together, and I'll probably have to drive because
Yeah.
we're going over things we're not covered. That won't be part of the lesson time.
Right, yeah.
The lesson will start when we get there. I mean, if you're happy to
Yeah.
To trust me on that one?
Yeah.
Good. Then we can do that. So when we're doing Crossroads, what do you think? What do you think you would do first? What do you think the sensible starting point would be?
Stop.
Okay.
Not left and right.
Yeah. But if we're coming up here, do you think it would be better to go left first, or right, or go ahead, or what do you think would be the logical starting point?
Go in.
Yeah. And then, would you then go right, or do you think it would be better to just keep going left if you go? I mean, you can't keep going left because you end up disappearing, wouldn't you? But how about if we could come back to doing left again?
Just going round.
Like in a loop kind of thing. You know, like we did when we did the junctions here, where we just went round in a loop. So if we could find somewhere to do that, that might make a bit of sense.
Yeah.
We can't always manage that because sometimes there's other bits and pieces in the way, but I think where we're going, we can probably do that. And then, what do you think you might do next?
Go right.
Yeah. And then, perhaps...
Straight on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a logical order.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't suppose it really matters which way we do it, but I think that you're right, that is a fairly logical thing, and we'll try and do it in a quiet area.
Yeah.
We have the same things to take into account as we did here with the giveaway lines and the stop lines. They're the same, so we know how they work, don't we? We know what an open junction and a closed junction is, don't we? Okay, cool. I'll tell you what we can do, and I think this might work for us. If I just take us somewhere which is on the way to where we're going, and we did and we swap seats, and then we'll do a load of stopping and starting until you feel happy with that.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on. You okay with that?
Yeah.
That sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I just noticed what you'd written there. So you enjoyed doing the junctions and the stopping and starting, but were you surprised by anything? By everything? So how do you feel it's going?
Good.
Still happy with the progress that we're making?
Yeah.
Grand stuff. Wow, look at the speed this guy's coming on. Whoosh.
Crazy around here.
People travel way too fast, don't they?
Yeah, everybody's in a rush.
They are. And unfortunately, sometimes they're rushing so much they don't get there.
Yeah.
So did you manage to watch the DVD?
Yeah, I've done it all as well today.
How did you find it?
Alright.
Think it's useful or not?
Hey?
Do you think it's useful or?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
alright.
Cool. Have you managed to do the quizzes in the workbook?
Yeah, I've done my
Grand
best.
stuff. Well, yeah, that's all you could ever do. Can't ask more of you than your best. What we're hoping to do is to just find things that work for you.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is whatever works well, we'll stick with. Anything that doesn't work well, we'll drop.
Yeah. It's I tried doing 7, joke question 7.
All right.
And it's the giveaways and all that what I'm stuck on really.
Okay. Well, what sort of line's this at the end of here?
Giveaway.
So what does that mean we have to do?
Stop if you have to.
Do we have to, do you think?
You don't have to know.
Okay. So you knew all the time.
Yeah, I know my giveaways. I got a bit confused on the stop one.
Okay.
I ended up doing a giveaway sign, but I changed it, so it was a bit of a mess. But
That's all right.
you can tell.
It's your book. There's only you and me going to read it. And it's all about just trying to help you build your knowledge up.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a giveaway and a stop, do you think?
The giveaways got 2 lines.
Yep.
Yeah, I think.
What sort of junction's this at the end of here?
T-junction.
Yep. Is it a giveaway or a stop?
Giveaway.
What tells you that?
Triangle.
That's it.
Giveaway sign.
Yeah. Look at that sign that says giveaway on it. That's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? Oh, a giveaway.
And stop. Is it one thick line?
It
What's
is.
Stop.
Exactly right. So what would we do different on the approach, do you think?
Got to stop on the stop.
Got a stop one, yeah. Even if there's nobody coming?
Yeah. Could be anybody without coming.
That's right. So why do you think they use stop lines instead of giveaway lines?
So, for busy roads.
That's it, generally. Or perhaps, can you think of another reason they might use them?
A lot of houses with kids.
Yeah. If it's a dangerous area, perhaps somewhere maybe where you couldn't see clearly.
Yeah, yeah.
What about if there was no lines at all? What does that tell you?
Give way anyway.
That's right. Because you don't know who's got priority.
Yeah.
There you go, you knew all the time.
Yeah.
So if I was to ask you this time to scale yourself on a prepared list, I can't even say it. Prepared, so in terms of doing your homework, how prepared do you think you are? 1 to 10?
A 9.
That's pretty good. And how about physically and mentally?
Oh God. I don't know. About a 7.
Okay.
Depending on if anybody gets me mad.
So how about if we stopped here and we did a bit of stopping and starting along this road?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we get past the bus stop. You know what's going to happen, don't you? It's going to get busy again.
I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe in about an hour.
Yeah.
It's still quite early.
So, do you feel that jerk there?
Yeah.
So watch what happens. If we're coming along, I'll brake again. But just before we stop, I'll just ease the pressure off. It doesn't jerk quite as much.
Yeah.
Get that off there. So, when we're talking about, you've done your homework, which is great, you graded yourself an
Yeah.
name. When we talk about how prepared are you, or how you feel physically and mentally, it's stuff like, you know, oh, I've changed my mind about what we want to do. You know, if I'd said, well, okay, Crossroads today, are you still happy to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes it might be that you think, I'm feeling a bit raggedy, or it might be better for me to just go over stuff we've already done, or could we just do this bit again because I'm a bit worried, like we're going to do here with the moving off and stopping. Splendid. Let's swap seats.
I ain't done it for a week.
It's alright.
I'll just put that there.
You never forget, you know.
I am not.
In fact, it's exactly like riding a bike.
Okay. I can't ride bikes.
Oh dear, bad analogy. You know what I think? I think these people are all waiting, hiding around the corner until you get in the driving seat.
It's not fair.
So we've got a load of opportunities along here to start and stop, start, stop, start, stop.
Yeah.
So, just remind yourself, what is it we're hoping to improve?
Me stopping, me
Okay.
jerking.
So what do you think's causing that?
My foot too heavy.
Okay.
Heavy footed.
So what we'll do is, what do you think you might do to change that?
Be more steadier,
Okay.
more smoothly.
Shall we have a go at that then?
Yeah.
When you're ready, off you go.
I'll wait till I've gone.
Okay.
You better let me out.
What do you think?
No. Oh.
So what we'll do is,
Oh, what's that? Oh.
there you go. Once we get past, see where the white car and the white van and the blue car is,
Yeah.
when we get past there, can you see the triangular sign ahead of that?
Yeah.
Let's stop with the front of the car level with that. Play with it.
Not level, but...
We're not far off, are we?
No.
So...
I put it down a bit too much again.
But, did you adjust?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I didn't jerk.
That's it. Go try it again?
Yeah.
Off you go when you're ready. So get everything working nicely. Just before we move off, when we pulled away there that time, how did it feel?
Bit jerky.
Did it feel a bit quick?
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
My clutch, I lifted it up.
It's because we're downhill.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lifted it up a bit too much.
Just a smidgen. That's good. So we're going in front of him or behind him?
Depends if he lets me. Letting me.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Go on then.
I don't like it when cars are like...
Well, it's. We'll have a little chat about that next time we stop. It can be difficult. So, let's us stop with our nose level with the third lamppost. Do we need a signal? Do you think? That's good.
Oh.
Did it make a safe?
Aye. Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
Sorry, I didn't know.
How'd that feel?
Alright.
Okay. So if you're going to grade yourself, we were working on, what was it? Can you remember?
Stopping and starting.
That's it, and getting it to be what?
Smooth.
So, if we're just talking about smoothness, where 1 was as lumpy as a lumpy thing, and 10 was as smooth as a smooth thing, where do you reckon that was?
About 8.5.
That's, so, what could you do to improve that, do you think?
Be a bit smoother again.
Okay. And how will you manage that?
Be gentle. Take
Wanna
my
go?
time.
So, when you're coming up to the junction, sorry, I forgot
It's
it.
alright.
The car came down, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Did you think they were going to pull out?
Yeah, I do it when I'm sat in passenger seat. It scares me a little bit.
So if we're coming up to that situation, what might tell you that they're not going to pull out?
I'm slowing down.
Were they slowing down, do you think?
Yeah.
What else might tell you?
I don't know.
What might tell you that they were going to pull out?
They won't slow down.
So the woman driving the car, where was she looking?
I didn't see it, actually.
I think.
Are you meant to look at them?
Well, it can help.
I
can't it?
just saw the car there and I thought.
So
oh,
when you
God.
look at the car, if you looked at the driver, and they were looking at you, what might that tell you?
That they stopped. They're gonna stop.
Well, it's certainly let you know that they've probably seen you.
Yeah.
So if we're approaching there, and we look at the car, we can see the car slowing down, and we
Yeah.
can see the driver's looking at us. Do you think they're likely to pull out?
No.
They shouldn't be. They might still do, mind, but the likelihood is that they're not going to.
Yeah.
But if they're not slowing down and they're looking that way,
They'll pull out.
probably. So we can get a bit of a guide. So it's not so much of a
Yeah.
because you can start working out what you think they might be going to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When you're ready, off we go. And this time along the road, we'll let you pick a lamppost to stop next to. Look how close we were this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from second to third, but this time take a little more time and make sure we lift our right foot right the way off.
Right.
Take about 4 times as long.
Yeah.
Think of it in those terms. We'll have a batch. How'd that work?
It's a little better.
You pick a lamppost and stop us next to it.
I'll do after this as well. Stop.
Okay, good.
Oh God, I've gone by it. Straight by it. Closer to this one anyway.
How was that?
Alright, better. But
So-
apart from, I didn't stop where I should have done.
Well, we're close though, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're close. What might you do different to get you closer to it?
Just a bit more gas.
Well, have a think about it, because we were coming up to a stop, weren't we? So did we have any gas on at all there?
Oh, take my brake off. My foot off at brake
That's
a little bit.
So you're not braking quite as much.
Fast, yeah.
So you can start to gauge it. It takes a little while to get the feel of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can then start to, because what we need to do, can you think where that skill might be useful? We're stopping it in an exact position.
Turning corners and stuff.
And coming up to T-junctions, do you think it would be useful there?
Yeah.
So what we'll do sometimes, and we might get a chance to surprise that it is, if we're coming up to a giveaway lane, just as we're coming up the last little bit, which we've got everything working nicely, we just drop it into first gear, and then that sometimes gives you the chance to set the gas. You come off the brake, set the gas, find the bite, and holds the car still. You know that exercise that we did?
Yeah.
Off you go when you're ready. What do you reckon?
Kids doing.
Now the signal will make them think you're going to go. So if we're not going to go, you need to cancel the signal.
Okay.
That's it. I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Trumps.
Bless him.
God.
Okay,
I'll
that's
just wait.
okay. That's fine. So if we're going to wait a long time, just stop, come back from the ready position.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Touch down. Oh, no way.
Down.
Handbrake neutral. No, we'll start the engine.
No, it's already on.
It is. That's it. Well done.
Neutral. Right.
And then start the engine. Deep breath.
Told you it's because I hadn't done it for a week. Is it in? Yeah.
That's good.
You're gonna let me. Yeah.
So let's see how smooth we can get this gear change.
Oh, not very good.
It's alright, better than that one, but what do you think's causing that lumpy stuff?
A hill, because I went on a hill.
No.
No, okay. Oh, I've still got me in the car.
That's it. So when we're changing gear, we'll find a place to pull over on the left,
Okay.
and I'll let you choose. Let's see how close we can get to a lamppost this time. And
Lock.
cancel the signal. So, how close are we there?
Close.
Not bad, is it? Not
No.
bad. That's just about spot on.
Yeah.
How did it feel on a smoothness point of view?
A lot better.
Okay. So, does that help you to feel a little better about that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So if there's anything that you could improve about from where we stopped before to moving off and then stopping again, what could you improve about that whole thing? Do you think?
Me starting on that one.
Okay. How about the gear changing? How
Yeah.
did that feel?
A bit
What do you think's
shaky.
caused that lump as the clutch comes back up?
I lifted my clutch up a bit fast.
No, it's because I think that worked really quite well that time.
Oh.
But there was something else that was happening that. So what does the gas do?
Make us go.
That's it sets the power, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That makes the engine rev. And then what does the clutch do? Can you remember?
Slows you down. Or changes
Okay.
gear.
Yep, but it lets the power through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens when we're changing gear there is clutch went down and we changed gear, but we had the gas on still. So there's a lot of
Right.
power there. Then when the clutch comes up, poof, it jerks. So as the clutch goes down, we need to bring the gas off.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of flipper action.
Yeah.
Should we try that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Where's she?
Hard to tell. What do you reckon?
Oh, big gas.
That's it.
behind
No,
us.
right, so I should go in there. Now then, are we going to go or are we not? If we're not going, we don't signal.
No, not going.
If we are going, we do.
No, we can't.
That's it. Brilliant.
Well, it's in an ST.
He's obviously it's an ST 170. He's obviously in a hurry.
Yeah.
And then the third, whenever you're ready.
Oh.
That's it. Well done.
No, I can't find it.
And again, you choose the spot. Bring us to a stop.
Oh, cheers, taxi.
So keep the clutch up. That's it. The clutch goes down just before we stop.
Okay.
So you'll feel it starting to go. That's the point where you put the clutch down.
Oh.
And relax.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Alright.
Okay. So what we're tending to do is you're putting the clutch down and then just drifting in and then braking. If you're travelling very slow, then you would leave the clutch up, you would push the clutch down and then probably brake. But once you've got a bit of speed on, you just brake and then the clutch goes down just before you stop. So we're getting that engine braking as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's that for distance from the lamppost?
Better.
Do you reckon you could get that any better?
Last time. I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
I think I'll be by it.
I think you're just about bang on there. I think you're right. How about the gear changing? How did that feel?
Better.
Okay. How about the stop?
Better. Apart from scraping.
Well, we just got it. Well,
I sort of moved it.
We just brushed the curb. What do you think caused that?
Because we're on a little corner thing.
So, as
Are
you're
you meant
coming
to
in,
park here on the corner?
well, this is okay because it's just a
can
very
see it.
slow bend. You can see right round it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't park on a bend where you're going to put somebody on the other side of the road where you couldn't see what was coming the other way.
Right, okay.
So this would be okay, but further, if we were maybe
we're on the other
where the white
lamppost.
van is now, that wouldn't be okay because you're right on the bend.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Do you want to have another couple of goes at that?
Yeah.
Or do you feel okay with it now?
I'll have another couple.
Fantastic. When you're ready, off you go.
Just let me go. Oh.
And relax. And bring it up. So, what do you think happened there?
My gas.
We stalled, but why do you think you stalled?
Because of my clutch and my gas.
So, was it because it was too far up, too far down,
Too
too
far
quick,
up.
too slow?
I'd pushed my gas too far in.
Okay. What do you think caused it not to be the way it is normally? Any idea?
Because he stopped right behind me.
Yeah, and then did we feel like maybe we had to hurry up?
Yeah.
What could you do different in that situation?
Let him go first.
Yeah, just to
Baff
tell you
out.
what, on you go.
Yeah.
Because what can happen is, when you start to hurry things, that's when things go wrong.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's better just to think, you know what, I'll just wait another few seconds, I'll let you get by.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When you're ready, off we go. Whoosh. Oh, good grief. What's wrong with these people?
Not a clue. Did I do this?
So what do you reckon? Before him or
Let him
after him?
go. Please let him go. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, we'll find a convenient place to pull over.
Is it up?
That's it, go ahead.
Oh, what's that?
Which way does it need to go?
Oops.
That's it. So we'll stop along here on that.
Yeah.
A little bit further out. A little bit further out.
That would have just only go that
Again,
long.
what do you think caused that?
Nerves, because they were going to let me go. Because
Yeah,
I took
and-
too long, they tried overtaking me.
Well, did you see what happened there? The guy on the bike was being quite patient and was saying, okay, off you go.
Yeah.
And the guy in the car overtook him.
Yeah.
So he then thought, well, if he's going to overtake, I'm going to overtake.
Yeah.
But again, it just allowed us to drop into into hurry mode.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we'll do a couple of little exercises. We've done them before, but just to kind of really refine that clutch control, we're going to hold still, forward stop, forward stop, forward stop, forward stop, just using the clutch.
Yeah.
Does that seem like a reasonable plan?
Yeah.
Just in it. Let's have a go then. Pop, 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 pop. Good, well done. So I'll let the handbrake go, see what happens. You've got it held, haven't you? Up a little.
Oh.
With the clutch, that's it. So now you've got control. It's very easy from this point to smoothly just move off and stop next. How about next to that next lamppost? Fabulous. How'd that feel?
Not better, smooth.
That's it again. Just keep looking up the road. Just bring it to a stop on the clutch, because the hill's going to slow us down.
Yeah.
What we can do is then just find the bite as the car's rolling to a stop next to that lamppost, or as close as we can get to it. I've got you covered. How's that feel? When you're ready, we'll move off again. Blind spot check. And then same thing again. How about next to that telegraph pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, play with it, get the feel of it.
Go on.
So how are we going to let him know?
Stop.
How about signal?
Elastic.
Good. That's it. And then we'll keep ourselves out of trouble. Let him get out of the way. Still practicing our clutch, which is great. And then when you're ready, move forward again. So keep looking up the road.
I know, keep trying to get to the side.
And we'll bring it to a complete stop just next to this lamppost. And then just in the normal way.
Oh, good. Oh. Not next to that person.
How's that?
Alright.
So what was different about those pullaways than the lumpy ones?
They were a lot smoother.
Why were they smoother?
Because I wasn't nervous as much.
How much time did you take over it?
I took my time.
That's always the way. If anybody gets fed up with you taking your time, well, that's a bit of bad luck they're having, because that's what we've got the L plates for.
Yeah.
But it is very easy, and again, every time we stop, the traffic appears. The one thing that you can always do, and it nearly always makes everything better, is just take more time. Because if you're taking your time, you've got more time to make the decision, and the decision is therefore more likely to be right.
Yeah.
So how does that feel? Feel a bit more comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Splendid. Shall we swap seats and I'll drive us to where we're going?
Yeah.
Because there's lots of stuff in between